We've been friends forever, for 25 years.
Yes.
Before I had my kids, we were just buddies, like nothing like romance from friendship.
If you have spent any time online recently, then you already know this story has taken over social media. It is one of those situations that makes people stop scrolling and say, wait, what? Hot 97 released a report that quickly caught everyone's attention. Not long after that, DJ Funkflex stepped in and shared information that sent shockwaves through blogs, comment sections, and group chats everywhere. He was actually referring to Birdman, the music executive also known as Baby, the founder of Cash Money Records, and the husband of the legendary singer Toni Braxton. Once that clarification came out, everything changed. People immediately started digging deeper, trying to connect the dots. The situation became even more shocking because Birdman is married.
Miss Kimora, Lee
Okay,
Simmons.
Russell's own wife, right?
Back to the family, but back to the family.
The baby was beating that. Go ahead. Finish the story. Finish the story.
Say word.
Finish the story.
And not just to anyone, he is married to Toni Braxton, one of the most respected and successful singers of all time. That detail alone made the story feel heavier and more emotional. Before getting into the messiest parts, it is important to understand the background. Context matters here, and without it, none of this makes sense. The rumors surrounding Birdman and Kimora did not just appear overnight. This story has been floating around quietly for many years, only resurfacing now because new claims brought it back into the spotlight. According to long-running gossip and old online posts, Birdman and Kimora allegedly had a relationship years ago. This was not something hidden behind closed doors. At one point, Birdman publicly showed affection toward her on social media. He shared posts praising her, calling her the love of his life, and expressing gratitude for her presence in his world.
The two tied the knot and seemingly split just 48 hours later last year. The pair apparently agreed to call off the divorce in January.
We've been friends forever, for 25 years.
Yes.
Before I had my kids, we were just buddies, like nothing like romance from friendship.
And by the way, you all do a great job of kind of keeping it out.
Well, we didn't want people to know.
Why not?
Because of what happened. Yeah.
But if people know, then they don't make up those stories.
But if they don't know, it's nothing to talk about. You get to live your life a little, freer. I am the happiest I've been in a long time.
She happy. I ain't got money, because I'm going to make sure that.
I introduced Toni to her husband. Then he started speaking to me about my sister. I was like, my sister married, please go sit down somewhere. Mm-hmm. And so when Toni got a divorce, he was serious about her and, made his way in.
Those messages were visible to everyone and stayed online long enough for many people to remember them clearly. When someone publicly refers to another person as the love of their life, that is not a small statement. It carries weight. It suggests a deep connection, not something casual or temporary. Because of those posts, many people believed their bond was serious and meaningful. That is why, years later, the resurfacing of this situation feels even more complicated. As people began searching old photos, timelines, and archived content, internet investigators started putting together a possible timeline. According to those online detectives, Birdman and Kimora's involvement allegedly lasted from around 2004 until about 2014. That is nearly 10 years, a full decade. That alone raised eyebrows.
Yeah, we've been like besties for a long time.
People always say that. But
No, this is real. Like, no cross the line.
Besties, like you always kept in touch and you always talked?
We would keep in touch. He would come see me when I had my plays. When I had my baby shower, he would come. Like, we were really friends. He's a gentleman. He's such a gentleman.
Is he?
What?
I could see that.
Opening doors, and he's just a gentleman. People don't know 2016, November, when I was on tour, October, I was really sick. I don't mean kind of sick. I mean like really,
from
really
lupus?
sick. I had a really bad flare, and I was on tour. And every day I was on tour, he was there with me. And on my off days, he would go and take care of his business, but he would follow me on the bus and just make sure I was okay. And I don't know if you've ever been really, really sick in your life and you feel kind of hopeless and you got somebody who's a friend that's there. That's kind of, it just made me see him differently.
What made this situation even more confusing is that this time period allegedly overlapped with Kimora being linked to other well-known men. Reports claim she was also involved with Russell Simmons at one point, as well as someone named Tim. If these claims are accurate, it would suggest that Birdman was not the only person in her life during that time. People began speculating that Birdman may have been kept in the background while Kimora was publicly seen with other partners. Meanwhile, according to rumors, he remained emotionally involved behind the scenes. Again, none of this has been officially confirmed, but the overlapping dates have caused many people to question what really happened during those years. When you look at the timeline closely, it is difficult not to notice how things line up. That is why so many people believe there could be truth hidden within the rumors. Even though everything is still labeled as alleged, the details seem too specific for many to ignore. Now let's move forward to Birdman's relationship with Toni Braxton, because this is where the story takes a painful turn. Birdman and Toni went public with their relationship years ago, and fans were genuinely happy for them. Toni is a music icon who has given the world timeless songs like Unbreak My Heart. Birdman, on the other hand, built one of the most influential labels in hip-hop history. Together, they appeared to be a powerful couple, two successful people who had already lived full lives and finally found love later on. When they got engaged in 2018, many fans celebrated the news. It felt like a fairy tale moment for two people who had been through a lot. After years of engagement, they finally married in 2024. The wedding was expected to be a beautiful celebration of love, commitment, and loyalty. Everyone assumed it was a happy ending to their long journey together. Unfortunately, that belief did not last long. Just 2 days after the wedding, reports surfaced that Birdman and Toni had separated. 2 days. That is barely enough time to unpack wedding gifts, let alone face serious marital issues. People were shocked, confused, concerned. Then, only 2 weeks later, Toni reportedly filed for divorce. That timing alone suggests something major happened. People do not go from saying "I do" to filing legal paperwork in 2 weeks unless something deeply upsetting comes to light. This did not look like nerves or regret. It looked like betrayal. According to commentator Tysa Tells, who has followed this story closely, Toni allegedly discovered that Birdman was still involved with someone else after the wedding. That someone was reportedly Kimora. Once again, this is all alleged information based on unnamed sources, but the timing made the claims hard to ignore. If Toni did discover something like that shortly after getting married, it would explain why everything collapsed so fast. Imagine believing you are starting a new chapter, only to realize the person you trusted may not have been honest. That kind of revelation would break anyone's heart. As if that was not bad enough, there were even more troubling claims that followed. Sources alleged that Birdman arrived late to his own wedding. Guests were waiting, and Toni was left wondering where her future husband was. Later, it was claimed that he left shortly after the ceremony. According to the same reports, Birdman allegedly told Toni he needed to leave to help Kimora with something urgent. If that is true, it would mean he left his wife alone on their wedding day to attend to another woman. That detail, more than anything else, deeply upset many fans. A wedding day is meant to be sacred. It is supposed to be about two people choosing each other above all else. Leaving your partner alone on that day, especially for someone else, is something many people find unforgivable. If those claims are accurate, it explains why Toni may have felt humiliated and devastated. Despite all of this, the story took another unexpected turn. Even after filing for divorce, Toni and Birdman reportedly reconciled earlier this year. As of now, they are still legally married. That revelation surprised many people and divided public opinion. Some fans questioned why Toni would return after everything that allegedly happened. Others tried to understand her choice. Relationships are complex, especially when there is history, emotional attachment, and shared experiences involved. One possible factor people often mention is financial stability. This does not mean money is the only reason, but it can play a role. Toni has been the financial backbone of her family for decades. She supported her sisters, helped build careers, and dealt with serious health challenges, including lupus. After a lifetime of responsibility, it is understandable that she might want peace, comfort, and support. Sometimes people stay in relationships not because they're weak, but because they're exhausted. Starting over takes energy, and not everyone has that energy later in life. That does not mean staying is always the right choice. Many people feel Toni deserves better treatment and more respect. Still, the decision is hers alone. She is the one living with the consequences, not strangers online. When Toni speaks about Birdman in interviews, there is still affection in her voice. There is a connection that outsiders may never fully understand. Love is not always logical, and it does not always follow the rules people expect. At the end of the day, many fans hope the rumors involving Kimora are not true. If there was anything inappropriate in the past, people hope it has truly ended. Toni deserves loyalty, honesty, and peace after everything she has endured. This situation serves as a reminder that public relationships are rarely as perfect as they seem. Fame, money, and success do not protect people from heartbreak. Behind the headlines are real emotions and real pain. That is all the information for now. This story has many layers, and opinions will continue to differ. What do you think? Should Toni have stayed? Do you believe the rumors? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.